Good morning. This is Jeannie with Jeannie's Legacy Albums. Excuse me. Today we are going to be working on video number 4, which will be our signature number 3. This is the Mother Goose album we're making that is 8x8. So we use the other side of signature number 2, which we already did on our pocket page. Here we're going to have some flaps going up and down and across. So the first ones we are going to add is the upper ones. Right in front of me. Okay, these two flaps are 5.5 by 8 inches. You're going to score them at 1/2 inch. And then we are going to add the score tape on the 1/2 inch side that we scored. And I'll do the second one while we're at it. Oops, this one already has one on it. Okay. Check for any paper hanging over or tape hanging over. Burnish it down like we burnish everything. Now we'll come to the top of the page. I've written a little 3 up in the corner, so I know this is my right-hand corner of the page. These flaps are going to go this way. So we're going to put the first one down. These flaps are also not even with the full sides of the page underneath. We are going to put them fully to the right, leaving not even 1/4 inch over there on the side. Burnish it down. Now we're going to take the bottom flap and do exactly the same thing. However, as we put it down, all the way over to the edge, we want to make sure it lines up perfectly with the one above it before we smack it all the way down. There we go. Now we have a nice even flip to go there. These are the up and down. Now we're going to put a second flap in here, a little bit smaller. You're going to do the same thing. These flaps are 7 3/4 by 5.5 inches. You're going to score at 1/2 inch and add your score tape. Get rid of my extra tape. This one's already done. Okay. Now these are both the same, so it doesn't matter which one is on top or which one is on the bottom. So I'm going to take the first one, and we're going to line it right up on top with maybe 1/16 of an inch distance away from the line on the flap above it. And we'll flip it over and do the same thing on this side. About 1/16 of an inch away, leaving the same 1/4 inch at the side, bringing the flaps forward, to make sure they line up perfectly. This looks good. So we're going to pull the tape. Okay. So now, as we look at our album, make sure it's right side up. I'm going to put signature 3 this way up here again. So when we open this, we will see everything in the correct direction. Now for the last flap, we're going to go the other way. So we're going to take this flap, which measures 8 by 7 3/8, and we're going to stick it over here where we left room. And you will see it should fit perfectly over all these other flaps. Get it in there, put the flaps down. It looks like I'm going to have to shave a little bit off of this one. Take just a tiny little bit off. We will try it again. It will go down here. These flaps will come right over the top of it. Now that's perfect. That's right where we want it. And we're going to line it up right on the edge of our pocket page. And this will fit right between them. Making sure it still fits. Excuse me. Before we adhere it completely. Okay, these look good. That looks good. That looks good. Let it rip. Okay, so now your basic pages are made. And it goes sideways. So this is signature number 3, and it's going to go like that. Yes. Now we need to add our magnets. I am going to put a large magnet. I'm thinking about maybe a pocket here. We'll see after we get it all decorated. We need a large magnet to hold the 2 flaps down. Again, apologize for my voice. Doggone asthma has got me going again. Okay, we're going to put this on the outside of the large flap. Bring these 2 in. Take your tape off, backing off of your tape magnet. Line it all up and push it down. This will cover and hold the heaviest piece. This piece is just going to flip over on its own. So we're just going to put a little magnet on this side. And we need a plus and a minus. I use these nice basic gray magnets that are available at scrapandcreate.com. We put our magnet down. We want to leave enough room to get around it really well with our pattern paper. And that will close that. Then we're going to go back and secure all of these magnets. with a little bit of score tape, just to make sure they don't pop out on us. That didn't work right. No, that magnet is still attached. We don't want it there. So I'm going to take it off. I'm going to fold it to the other side of the score tape. We're going to put the score tape on this side of the magnet. That side, this way it will be upside down. You'll see the stickum on the top. Then we will fold it over again, gently pull. There's our magnet where it should be. Then we go inside, double checking always. This is the right side. This is the right side. Inside, we will cover our larger magnets. Just to give you a little help in case they decide to slide around or do something we don't want them to. I'll put one over here. And I keep checking, make sure that this page is right side up. Our next step will be go to the middle of all this works. We're going to measure the inside and cover it with a piece of pattern paper. And that pattern paper will be, well, it will be whatever it is according to how you made your binder. Mine is going to be 7 7/8 by 7 3/8. Now I have decided for the middle page, I'm going to use the big bright black and white checkerboard. So we want 7 7/8. By 7 3/8. Come back here and make sure this fits. No, oh, wrong way. I think it needs just a hair off the top. Always double check, dry fit it before you use your adhesive to put it all the way down on your page. That looks good now. So we are going to distress it on all sides, and like with all the other signatures we've done, I am using Tim Holtz Vintage Photo to distress the corners of my pages, so all this white stuff inside doesn't show. Plus it gives the page a nice vintage look. Now we will apply our tape all the way around. Again, I put a couple pieces down the middle. This isn't going to have much weight on it, so I'm going to just give it one extra strip. Check my corners. They all look okay. Burnish everything. Bring it back into our album. Make sure you've got everything going the right direction. Signature 3, upright. I should have put an arrow on the checkered page, but I did not. Now we just have to find it. There it is. It looks good. We will take the back end of our score tape off. Make sure everything lines up just like we want it. Nothing in the way of any of our folds. Everything looks good. Burnish it down. And we will go back. Take our center piece off. Once again, pull the lower right-hand corner into place. Put it down. Then we can go back and remove the score tape from all 3 other sides. That one wants to stick. We'll try it from this end. There we go. And we will burnish the whole page. There we go. All right, next step is going to be decorating our pages. So we have the papers for the first set of flaps. Actually, we'll do the little flaps first. For our outside flaps, I have picked the bedtime stories. And for the inside of those flaps, I have picked this nice plaid color. And these are already distressed. They're ready for us to add. And I can hold them in my hand, so I will use the glue. See how our glue feels after a couple days of neglect. Yep, here it comes. Gonna go around it all 4 sides. Oops. My nozzle came off. That's not good. Make sure when that happens to you, you get all the glue off of everything before it has even a hot second to dry. And put it back on. Secure it down. And clean up the mess it has made. Now we will try this again. There it goes. Get it all around, all the sides, and then little squigglies up and down the middle to help hold it into place. Line it up with your corners. And burnish it down. Okay, now we're going to do the other side of it. And I'm going to double check on this. Okay. This one's already distressed, so we're going to put the glue around all four sides. If you have any questions about what I am doing here, please feel free to ask me. I will answer all comments. And then we've got that done. We put our little squigglies along here. Just barely enough glue to make them sturdy throughout the center. Go back up here. Find the corner we want. Line it up with the bottom. Make sure everything is right where you want it. Have a little bit of black showing on the top, the bottom, and all sides. Then burnish it down. So our first flap is ready. So we're going to flip it over and do the small flap on this side. This one's on the inside. Once again, put your glue on all the way around, or you can use score tape, whichever you like. I use them both a lot. If I can hold the piece of paper in my hand, I will usually use the glue because it gives you just an instant, if necessary, to adjust your paper. Once you put your score tape down, you are out of luck unless you have your handy-dandy little bottle of Undo with you. Or squiggles down the middle. Gonna line it up just the way we want it. And then we will do the outside of the inside flap. This one looks good. It's been distressed, so we're going to put the glue on it. All four sides. Yeah, it's getting sticky on me. I think it needs to be unplugged. We'll see if we can get through this paper. Nope. Give it its little pin. Clean the nozzle out really good. This stuff hardens up very quickly, and if you leave the pin out of it for just a second, it can and will lock it up. Now we'll try this again. There, much better. Our little squigglies. A lot of people don't do the squigglies. That's up to you. I just like to know they have a little extra support. We're going to line these up. Make sure we have this going the right direction. Maybe we don't. No, we don't. We want it going this way. And then burnish it completely down. Okay. Now we will start with our larger flaps. I'm going to put the bright flowered one on the inside. Let's double check. Everything looks great. It's been burnished. It's been distressed, excuse me. We will put our, ooh, this is getting almost too big. We will put our glue on all sides. And our squigglies down the middle. And in this case, we have a magnet. I like to put glue on the magnet, on the score tape around it, and on the cardstock around it, just to be sure. There's no directionality on this one, so you can put it on any way you like. Well, there is, I shouldn't say that, there is directionality. The stripes are going up and down. Now we will do the outside of this flap, and I have chosen the pretty bright flowers. Okay. Now this one seems to be a wee bit too long. I'm going to cut it off maybe 1/8 of an inch. Okay. So I want the blue tulips to go upward. Now we are okay. Oh, cut a little bit off of that. Need to go back and just stress where I cut the 1/8 of an inch off. Remove our tape from our magnet. Go back and give it glue on all 4 ends and sides. I keep forgetting to pull myself under the light. I'm sorry if some of this got out of your view. Again, line it up the best you can, right where you want it to be. A little bit of black showing all the way around. Okay, those are done. Now we're going to do the ones on this side. The flowers are going to be striped, just like they are on this one. If they're all striped, they're going to be up and down stripes, just like the other one. This one looks good. Going to go ahead and glue it down. Line it up. Burnish it down. Now we have this side. going to use our blue tulips again. I don't know why. This high side has tape on it. And it's the wrong side and it's not on there correctly. I don't know what I was thinking of. We may have to use a little undo to get rid of this and do it without harming our paper. Undo over all your adhesive. Take your silhouette tool and try very carefully to get the tape off of your patterned paper. Okay, without tearing it. Now I know why it has tape on it. We're going to just leave the tape right where it is. I'm going to see if I have another piece of this paper in with my stuff. I want the blue flowers, and they have that on the back of them. I am sorry, I apologize. I cut that for a different paper. I cut it too short, so I glued it back together to fit. And forgot I was supposed to use the other side. I don't have another one, so we will get into package number 2. Of my 12 by 12 Mother Goose. Yep, we got a loose chipboard. Put this all out of the way. And we are looking for our pretty blue flowers. Where did they go? They're going to be the last ones in the stack. I know it. Here it is. Now I need to recut this page, and it says, so these are going this way. It says it is 7 7/8 by 5 7/8. And I always cut my advertising tags off the end of the papers. I just don't like them there. Okay, so we are going to go 7 7/8. By 5 7/8. I'm going to make sure that this fits. And this one, we want the flowers going down so they will match the top piece. Now this I did not measure correctly. So we're going to cut it off here, and we are going to cut it off here. And I'm not careful to avoid the tape on the back of that magnet. it again. It looks good that way. It looks good that way. So we will distress the edges. Get rid of all that white. This signature, number 3, is going to be the signature of errors. Hopefully, this will be the end of them, and the next signatures will go well. I'm going to glue it all around. Yeah, oh, there it goes. I should have put my pin back in it, but I didn't. My little squigglies across it. And once again, we have a magnet. Put a little on the magnet, a little on the score tape, and some all around the cardstock where this little piece is going to stick. Now these flowers are going toward me, so I want these flowers to come toward me. Leave just a little bit of black showing all the way around, and burnish it down. Now, plug up the glue before I forget. All right. So there we have our large flaps and our small flaps. And here we are with this great big open thing. So I have decided I'm going to put a big belly band on it. So take a piece of your cardstock. It is going to be 7 7/8. And we're going to make it by 2. This is going to be a large one. Seven and 7/8 by 2. Yeah, I was thinking maybe by 1.5 inches, but we'll do 2. There it is. So we are going to attach it with glue on each end of it. And attach it right in the middle of our page. Lining it up as best as you can with all of the checkerboards. And we shall burnish it down. Where did I throw my burnisher? There it is. Then I'm going to put the pages on the flap before I decide what kind of paper I'm going to use to cover my belly bands. Okay, so here we go. We are going to put our stripes on the front of this flap. I didn't plan that very well, did I? Okay, that'll work. And our directional is up and down this way. This is the way we want it to go. This looks good and it's marked up in the corner. This time I'm going to use the score tape. These are just a little bit larger. Burnish it down really well. No stick outs on any of the corners. That one says 3 in that corner. That one says 3 in that corner. We will pull the back end piece off, line it up as absolutely well as we can. That little tiny bit of black showing all the way around. Finish it down. And we're going to take our middle piece off. Burnish it. Excuse me, pull it to the corner. Flatten it out right where we want it. And then we'll take the other sides off. And we get our last side. And again, burnish, burnish, burnish. We're going to come inside and do our inside paper, which I am using this page for. This one isn't cut right. So we need to trim it down. Just a tiny bit off the edge. Now let's see how we like that. Well, that gives me a little too much black, but it's better than what it was before. Now this is one of the ones that's hard to tell what's right side up and what's upside down. So you just have to make a good guess at it. We will distress the colors where we cut, the sides where we cut the paper. I did 2 sides, so 2 white sides showing. Now we will tape it all along, all sides. It is the flip side of our pretty flower paper. Okay, so we'll take this side off. I think it goes this way. We're going to match it up with the flowers on the other side. So I do need to glue around the magnet. So my sticky piece will be in this hand this time. Make sure there is black, equal amounts on all sides. Let it fall. Burnish it down. Now we can go take the rest of the score tape off. Line it up straight, and then remove the rest of the score tape. And burnish it down really good. I've got little pencil marks showing I want to get rid of. Okay, so there's our page. You need to be able to hear the magnets snap when you close your pages, or they may not stick. Now we need to go back and find a piece of paper for the little belly band we made. What shall we put on that? What do I have? Just a little tiny bit of. I would like to use those black polka dots if I have any. Nope, those are words. I want black polka dots. Use that one. Maybe we'll go ahead and just put some more of our blue. Nope, too short. That won't work. Where are my black polka dots hiding? Here's some. Let's see if this piece is big enough. Yes, this will work. So we're going to measure it to fit just about 1/8 of an inch in on all sides of the band. Didn't get that one right. We'll try it again. Where is our black? Our black is right there. We want to cut it here. That's much better. So we will distress the edges. And this will be glued totally over your cardstock. Squeeze down the middle. Try to put it right in the middle of your belly band. And burnish it down. Now when we come back through later on and decorate our pages, we have a nice big belly band here to put some photos on. Now let's see, this one went like this, like that, like that. Signature number 3 is finished. And like I said, we'll come back later and do all of our decorating on our pages. So stay tuned for video number 5, which will feature signature number 4. Thank you.